This is Close Combat Gateway to Caen. You're watching episode 20 of the Allied campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. We are kicking off a new day and a new movement phase. So, the couple new battle groups that we have are just going to start shifting and moving towards the front. In St. Mauveau, we have a new infantry division, so I'm just bringing them down to the south. And then, as you can see here, just everybody is moving up a battlefield. So, infantry's falling behind 11th AD, and I am not going to move them forward just yet. We're going to stay put for 1 minute and wait for the battle groups to consolidate. Along here, I am going to go ahead and move south once, and I don't think there's a reason to move 15th Division just yet. And same over here. 11th Armored is going to stay put, and same with 15th Division, because I expect these SS Panzer divisions to come advance somewhere. And it does look like they've moved. Yeah, so they're both moving down here. I'm kind of glad then that we didn't advance, so we will be on the defensive in that map. And it looks like everybody is done. So let's see what our next fight is. All right, we have 29th Brigade, 11th Armored Division. They'll be fighting against Kampfgruppe Weidinger, 2nd SS Panzer at Les Nouillons. We have a request for Shakespeare Company. We have 1st Platoon is Romeo and Juliet Platoon. Then we have a Midsummer Night's Dream Platoon in 2nd. And our support is Othello. Looks like the Axis are loaded. So we got 2 platoons of Pioneer, but we got 14 infantry squads to face. Then they have a company commander for support, 2 MG42s, 2 medium ATs, and 2 Panthers. We are going to have our work cut out for us. They do have that narrow approach down the main road, so I have some tanks offset to surprise them if they come that way. But I have everything else kind of surrounded. I got a tank in the north, a couple in the south, and then I've got Piats and infantry sort of surrounding it. Hopefully we can buy time to maneuver wherever we need to in order to engage the tanks as they come up on us. Okay, we've already found the tanks. One's on the road, and it looks like he's already advancing on us. Uh-oh. Let's come out here with the 17-pounder. And then maybe we can get a good flank shot. I think we get the Piats ready. Point Romeo up there as well. And then Mercutio, I don't know, maybe we reverse. That way he's not the first thing that the Panther sees. So we should be able to hit this with a couple of Piats and an Achilles and a Firefly.
In position.
All right, Othello's ready. Seems like everything else is going on kind of over here in the north. Let's mark this position and get ready to hit it. Infantry crawling along there. We'll just sit tight in the south for a minute.
Barrage available.
Okay, artillery is ready. I kind of want to hit this rear tank because we don't have as much power in the north. Uh-oh, they are just running for us. Engage. Engage. You guys gonna kill any of them? Oh my gosh, that's gonna end for those guys. We're still waiting on smoke. We got 1 shell out. Uh-oh, tank's moving. Infantry's moving. Puck, what are you doing? That's not where you're supposed to be. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them. I think we're going to pull these guys back, let the enemy come over the bocage, and then the armor can hit it. Panther's moving up as well. No way. There's no way. Okay, they are everywhere. This is getting bad real quick. We got infantry running. We got a tank already lost. We're going to go ahead and drop mortars here. Just anything we can do to either move it or hit it. That Panther cleared the artillery barrage. I don't know. We can't hit that. That medium AT is in just the right spot. I think we're going to bring the Piet down here and see if we can get a shot on it. You guys crawl back. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so Friar Lawrence can come up, and he's got a perfect rear aspect shot on that Panther. So those guys can draw the Panther's attention for a minute. Piet's still not really shooting at it. Can we hit this? No effectiveness. We're just going to have to sit tight. They haven't moved either. Friar Lawrence, do your thing. He's turning on you. We can't miss like that. Pull back, pull back, pull back. There we go, there we go. Send the Piet, send the Piet. Okay, we are getting some cover down here. We're getting away. Let's hit the company commander. Everybody just engage the company commander. Oh, we got the tank. Okay, wait, who'd we lose? Oh, he actually got the tank. Alright, Friar Lawrence is down. But we have one Panther dead. Go ahead and drop mortars over here. See if we can do some damage to those guys. I think these guys are going to have to come around here, get on the flank, and then maybe we can keep them from getting out in the open. Oh, who'd we lose now? Okay, so we're down infantry. MP hit. Oh, they're crawling up on us right there. No line of sight. Okay, maybe we can get a Piet in there. So now we can't really deal with this infantry because the bocage on both sides is protecting them. Let's get Puck. I want you in the building. Get in the building. Alright. Maybe Romeo can help cover that. And then the nurse. I don't know. I kind of like that position in case the tank comes to the east. We've got the building blocking us.
Get back here! Team lost.
Oh my gosh, another one. The tank's just gunning us down too fast. I mean, we'd be able to hit that, but it says we're suppressed. So, maybe get out of there. If we can bug out, we can just try and reset for the fight in the future when they do decide to move east. We're drawing fire? Who can see through the bocage? There's no way. They should have plenty of cover. Alright, Romeo, I liked your position, but you're going to have to come down here and help this fight. We got those guys on the next row, bocage to the west. Alright, let's see if we can get a different angle. We know we've got one tank dead, so we are pretty much safe from the tank. We do have to find one more medium AT gun. Let's actually go ahead and bring Mercutio up, and then we'll be able to look through that opening in the fence. Uh-oh. We're losing Piets like crazy. That's going to be a problem when we get into the fight with the Panther. Juliet, hit that MG42. Turn. Okay. Point north. Uh-oh. They're making a run. Romeo, you're going to have to gun them down. And I think we're going to smoke this because we know the gun's there. And we're going to use our last few mortar rounds, I guess, to try and hit that. That sucks because it says we should be able to hit it. Nope, they know we're here. There's no way the tank could see them. Alright, infantry is running hard. They're coming up on us. That dead tank is kind of blocking our view down the road. They can't even try that. Oh, they're both unconscious. Alright, what about these guys down here? Can we get a little bit of an angle through that opening? Alright, that's another Piet. We're going to have no Piets.
In position.
Alright, drop our mortars here. Maybe. One out. There we go. Sounds like we got a hit. Okay, Juliet. Can't see the people, but we have line of sight on their position. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Back up, back up. What kind of explosive was that? Dude. Okay, we're out of mortars. That's fine. Get in there and help support the fight. Romeo, you gotta kill this guy that's right in front of you. We have some surrenderees moving to the north.
Redeployed.
Might have to just get out of there. The bad thing is we're kind of stuck right here with these tanks. Like, I don't want to advance on them and get blown up. And I could go out the back, but it's a little bit of a journey. So, like, we're going to have to sit tight for a minute and wait for the tanks to go around the long way. Alright. Let's go ahead and bring Romeo across here and try and get some distance, and then we have a clear line of sight to them. Nope, what? Where? Where's it coming from? Alright, maybe we can move up here. I know, you're already taking damage. Try and get some range, see if they can stop shooting at the Achilles. Air support's online. We will sit tight on that. It might come down to the airstrike on the Panther. So we're just going to hold on to it until we know where it is and it's not moving. Alright, we have infantry still crawling around in the woods to the north. No line of sight here. Not even to these guys. This is a decent spot if they move any further east and the tree's not in their line of sight. Alright, maybe we can get some shots right here.
Sir, enemies offer to ceasefire.
Alright, Juliet, move up. And then I think we'll follow with Desdemona. We'll try and get through the same gap. Nice kill. Juliet's a savage. Let's go right there. Can't see any further back. Oh, hold up, hold up. Contact close. Alright, they're dead. There's dots here. Where are they? Is it that guy? And is it just those two that are back behind the bocage? I swear it looks like there's three. There might be three. Alright, let's get Mercutio down across the wall, out in the open. That's a tank that we might need. And we don't know where the Panther is. I mean, they're kind of just engaging with the rifles, but they're not really doing anything. All right, let's move, I don't know, right here and look at that corner. So with the weather improving, it seems like the tanks are moving quicker. I feel like they're getting where I need them very rapidly. I don't know how fast a Churchill will move, but for today, that's not a problem. Oh, he's still there. Okay. So you guys sit tight. Wait for this. Oh, is he going to go south? We'll get ready to come around. Nope, he totally sees them. Can you guys hit him? I mean, they can hit him. They just can't do anything. Move up here. Try and get the flank shot. I was really hoping he would just go down that road and we could come up behind him. Dude, you got to go away, not across the bocage. Alright, we lost that Piet. And I wasn't able to get the tank out while he was distracted. But he is looking to the south. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Full speed ahead. You don't need to turn. Just drive north. Just go north. There we go. Send it. Oh, that was beautiful. Let's move up. All right, we are going back on the offensive now. All right, we just got to keep creeping up here. Keep putting these units down. We got infantry running towards us. We should be able to pick them off from the tank crew. We got a guy down there just west of Puck behind the tank. Let's try and get that mortar crew into the building. And they can at least be our eyes and ears for anybody coming out of the woods. Gun them down.
Deck mich!
Come on.
Redeploy. In position.
Kill him. That's terrible.
Enemies offered a ceasefire. Target eliminated.
Alright. So, Mercutio, you're going to keep going north, and we're going to try and find out what's going on with this flag. They took it. We don't know who's up there. And Juliet, if you could pick off that one guy, that would solve some problems. There we go. Okay. Move infantry over here, and we'll start sweeping through the narrow lane and make sure that there's no one left. Lysander's tired, so you guys just rest for a minute. We'll go ahead and bring Desdemona up here. We do want to kind of keep a little bit of distance because we're getting damaged, and I mean, I guess not really damaged, but we're losing crew. So we want to kind of support, but from afar. All right. Maybe we can poke our head out right here and see if we can get a shot on that guy right there. Of course, he comes running out as soon as we leave the building. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody. Puck. Open up. Grenades out. That grenade should have killed. Who's throwing these grenades? Who's, like, looking at the target and then throwing 30 degrees off the target? Okay. Surrendered. Back to the plan. Infantry, move up. The nurse, you are unable to see that. What if we get around this tree just a little bit?
In position.
All right, we're still crossing up here.
In position. Sir,
Getting closer.
enemies offered a ceasefire.
Still a little winded. I mean, you'd think they'd stop shooting at us, right? Like, every time they open up on one guy, all these tanks just start firing back. And what do we got down here? We got Desdemona. You can maybe crawl up here now, since we know that the lane is clear. Move the infantry full speed. What? Okay, get back. Stop there. I missed that. I didn't see that appear. Let's just make sure we don't get hit. And we'll wait for the airstrike. Boom! That's awesome. Okay, that was worth it. That solves one of the problems. We don't have to face the gun. We don't have to figure out how to get the infantry over there to face the gun. Yeah. So they do still have a lot of infantry hiding in the bocage right here on the road, but now we're in a better spot. We can move that tank across. We know where their other AT gun was. It was up here. So we're going to be cautious as we move west. But I think if the nurse can see anybody over here, I'll feel more comfortable moving the infantry.
Enemies offered a ceasefire.
Not getting any hits. Alright, back up, back up, back up. They're still there. They did not leave the flag. We're right on top of them. Mercutio, open up.
In position. In position.
Oh my gosh. Get out of there. Alright. 25 meters. Hopefully he'll gun them down before they can do anything. Get across there. Move up here. I think we're going to start moving into this field. Just go straight across. This might be kind of risky because they were here at one point, but I want to believe that they're not right now. There we go. That's what we needed. They surrendered. Looks like all of them surrendered, right? Go ahead and make sure we can capture the flag. We'll know if there's still someone there. Either the tank will blow up or the flag won't get captured.
Area secured.
Okay, creep up there. They're like right in the corner on the flag somewhere.
In position.
You
Redeployed.
move there. I think, yeah, we're okay. We can't really get an angle on the AT gun without it maybe popping our tank, and that's not worth the risk. So I'm kind of wondering we could take infantry up and around.
Enemies offered a ceasefire.
If I can capture the flag, I would like to just capture the flag. But we can take the infantry up and just get them staged in case we have to drop the AT gun.
In position.
All right.
Cover.
Shots fired. Somewhere back here. Let's kind of keep focusing on closing in on these guys. Somehow,
In position.
they still care about the infantry walking around back there. Let's get you moved up, and then Puck and Lysander, let's get you guys just hidden behind the bocage for a minute. All right, we're almost there. We'll take the flag, and then
Secure
that'll
the
be it.
area.
Or not. Oh, it's contested. They're still there. Where? I don't know, but they are still there. I mean, they're not shooting at the infantry, right? Like, they must be behind the bocage, but, like, close enough to the flag that they can still hold it.
Sir, enemies offered a ceasefire.
It's kind of hairball. The infantry's close enough, too, that, like, we got to be careful not to kill them. Infantry up here is almost to position to spot for the AT gun, but I feel like we might not even have to. Alright, hold up. And we're going to risk it. We're going to try and just move in there. I want to believe that the tanks will help, but either way, we need to at least know what we're working with. Nothing. All right. They're back here somewhere. Keep moving. Oh. Yep, we're getting hit by the AT gun, and they have another infantry squad. Let's see. We could go... I hate to do anything up there right now. We're probably going to get contact down here. Okay. The guy surrendered, and it's a total victory. It was not clean, all right? Like, we have 45% morale, but we got all the victory locations. It looks like they killed 10 of ours and wounded 25, and that's really high for some of the battles that I've been putting out, so I'm not happy about that. They did destroy 2 of our tanks as well, but we killed 21 of theirs, and we wounded 65. We also took 12 prisoners and destroyed 2 tanks and a gun. Romeo has 1 tank kill and 17 infantry kills. Juliet has 21 infantry kills. Friar Lawrence has no kills. Mercutio has a tank kill and 4 infantry kills. The Nurse has 8 infantry kills. Puck has 3 infantry kills. Oberon has 3 infantry kills as well. Titania has no kills. Lysander has no kills. Demetrius has 5 kills. Hermia has 2 kills. Helena has no kills. Othello has no kills. Brabantio has no kills. Rodrigo has no kills. Cassio has no kills. Desdemona has 3 kills. Iago has no kills. And Emilia has no kills. Platoon leader survived, no kills. Pioneer had 7 kills. Wiped out with 1 kill. Wiped out with 1 kill. Wiped out with 3 kills. Wiped out no kills. Wiped out with 1 kill. Second platoon. Alright, wiped out no kills. Wiped out no kills. Wiped out with 1 kill. Wiped out with no kills. Wiped out with 2 kills. Wiped out with 1 kill. Wiped out with no kills. Then we have the company leader. They've got 1 kill, but they're wiped out. MG42 is dead. The other MG42 had 3 kills, but they're all dead. Panther had 1 tank kill and 7 infantry kills. AT gun had a single infantry kill. Second Panther had 1 tank kill. And then the last AT gun had 4 infantry kills. This did feel like a very long fight, and the enemy put in a lot of effort for their defense. They did a very good job. The Panthers were as difficult as ever, but seeing that Firefly blast the second one in the flank was really awesome. It was very satisfying. Let me know if you liked the battle, and leave a comment down below if you have some more ideas for names. We have many battered platoons who will need to be replaced, so keep those names coming. But for right now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.